Yo, what's up, everyone? If you're European like me, and maybe even if you're American, you probably know that there's a lot of cliche in Europe, about pretty much every country. Like every Europe countries has a vision of the other countries. And as a French, basically, I can talk about the cliche about French people. So yeah, and the cliche about France at all. So the first cliche, of course, you hear it all the time, even when you play video game and you have a shit accent. Usually you hear the baguette or the croissant. So as French, we pretty much eat baguette every day because bread for us is like a piece of art. So that is pretty true. Actually, I don't know one single French on this earth that is not having at least a bit of bread every day. I don't know a single one on earth. So maybe it happens, but I don't know one. And actually, the bread in French is way much better than in every other country. Like, and even for bakery, etc. If you're American watching this and you're like, oh yeah, you already went to a bakery in America, and you just ate a croissant or something. I swear, bro, I swear, if you come to France one day, you will eat a croissant or you will eat a baguette and you will be like, yeah, it's so much better. And not to be like rude or anything, but it's really our specialties. As French, we really love our baguettes. And I mean, that's pretty much cliche, but I mean, that's pretty much a true cliche, but you'll probably never see or rarely see a French, with the beret and with the baguette here. Like that won't happen. But you will see a lot of people eating bread or croissant. I mean, but croissant is it's pretty expensive, no? Even baguettes. So yeah, a lot of people are starting to eat less. But I remember that when I was a kid, I was eating croissant every morning and I was eating baguette every day too. So I mean that's pretty much the cliche, and I still eat at least one piece of bread every day. So I think that is true. To continue with the food, we have the fromage, so cheese. That is pretty true too, but I'd say it depends where you live, because if you didn't know, France is divided, sorry, in departments, so it's basically like states, but way smaller. Um, yeah, so it's divided, and there's some departments that make cheese. They have their own cheese, like we call that AOP. So that basically means, that's they know to make it, and there's a special process to make it, and it can only be made at that special place. So near where I live, you have the Comté, and you have below me, you have the Savoie, where we make the raclette. I don't know if you know about it, but so it's basically cheese. You put that on potatoes and a lot of ham, bacon, etc. So yeah, and you have in center and south of France, you have cheese that is made too. But yeah, so cheese is pretty much repentant, but we don't. I'd say it depends, but we may eat it almost every meal, but we don't. For personally, I don't eat that much, and I don't see a lot of people eat that much. And I'd say it probably depends where you live. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty true too. To continue, we have a lot of, especially in the European Union, we have a lot of people saying that French are jackass. I mean, not cool people, etc. So I'd say it's 50-50. Like, when you meet people, and I even say it like 75-25, but when you go in really touristy place, you have higher chance to meet like bad people, like because they're sick of seeing tourists all the time, and yeah. But if you come near my place, which is called Dijon, there is not that much tourists, so I don't think you will see a lot of bad people. And when you're French, basically, I'd say 90% of the people are great. I mean, there is a lot of fuck, how do we say it? But people that are not happy and they're always like that. I don't like those people. Personally, I always have a big smile, and a lot of people are like me. Not in Paris, though. They don't smile, but they're still good people. When you talk to them, they're really cool. And yeah, so I'd say it depends where you go. But for me, French people are really great. I mean, as a French, personally, I got helped a lot of time without even asking. And when I was doing hitchhiking, etc., I met a ton of cool people. And even though when I just traveled, etc., in France, I always met cool people. And yeah, I'd say overall French are great people. So the next one is insecurity, and for that, I'd say it's the same as for the people. Like you see probably a lot of things about insecurity in France. I'd say it depends where you are. There is a part in the Paris region where it's like called 93, 93. And the north of Paris is usually way less safe. It's less safer than pretty much the whole part of France. But I'd say it depends on when you go out. Like if you go out in the night, etc. And if you go out where, like if you go in some cities, etc. Yeah, they're not safe at all, and there's a lot of people. I mean, there's a lot of cool people too. They're basically cool people everywhere. It doesn't matter where you go, but there is a higher chance that you find yourself maybe attacked, stolen, etc. So yeah, especially if you're a woman, that's not really safe to go out at night in most of the town, in the cities. I mean, but yeah, if you go out in the day, like there is not that much risk actually. I'd say you have less than 0.1% in the day. So yeah, that's pretty much safe. I never felt insecure personally because I never went out at night, and I never felt like I was going to get attacked or anything. So yeah, I'd say it highly depends on who you are and where you are, especially. So yeah, if you ever go to France, be careful. Read a bit about where you're going first, but just know that if you're going in the countryside, if you're going in the French Riviera, etc., except Marseille is, I'd say, the less safe city in the country after maybe the north of Paris. But if you go to Nice, all that. If you go to Nice, if you go to the south, wherever, it's pretty safe. Like, yeah, you can just chill. But yeah, be careful and just get information before going somewhere. If is it safe or not. And yeah, but I'd say overall France is pretty safe. There's just a few places where you can't do really shit. But yeah, that's all for today. I don't see more cliche than that. Actually, I don't even know what the cliches about this are. Maybe the frogs, but personally, I never eaten frogs. Yeah, so I have never eaten frogs. So yeah, that's all. And make sure you give a like and subscribe, and I see you guys tomorrow.